Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and this is your preview to the Portuguese Grand Prix at Portimao. Yep, now, for some F1 drivers this weekend is a massive weekend, for Sebastian Vettel and Nikita Mazepin, because they are the two drivers what are clearly underperforming at the moment, so massive weekend for them both. I think Vettel, give it a couple races, he will settle into the Aston Martin, but it's not looking good at the moment, and he's under massive pressure. Maybe, who knows, a mid-season replacement with Nico Hülkenberg or something if Vettel doesn't start getting results at the Aston Martin team. But, looking forward to the race. It's going to be an interesting Grand Prix. I think it's going to be another close battle between Hamilton and Max Verstappen, because Verstappen went well here last year. He got on the podium, and at the start of the race, it was utter chaos because it was raining, and the two Mercedes just couldn't get their tyres to work last season. And Carlos Sainz took the lead in the McLaren because the two Mercedes were struggling to get their tyres up to temperature in the cooler conditions. And then when the weather cleared up, there's loads of standing restarts, about, 2 or 3 standing restarts? It was absolutely chaos at Portimao last year. But it's a very interesting race, Got to be the most interesting Mercedes 1 and 2 at last season, because they didn't have it their own way. They had so much drama. But qualifying prediction for this weekend, I'm going to go with a Lewis Hamilton pole position, which if he does manage it, it'll be his 100th. Max Verstappen second, Valtteri Bottas third, and then Perez fourth, fifth, Lando Norris. Yep, that's my qualifying prediction. Race prediction is a Lewis Hamilton victory, Max Verstappen second, and Valtteri Bottas third. That'd be my podium prediction. But yeah, round 3 of the 2021 season. Quite a long way to go yet, because it's round 3 out of 23 races, so a lot could happen this season. And we're finally getting the championship battle against 2 of the most experienced drivers, probably best 2 drivers in the world at the moment, Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. It's going to be an epic battle between them two. Valtteri Bottas is playing catch-up already. He really needs a strong weekend. Otherwise, it come into question, and he needs a strong weekend after being taken out of the Grand Prix by George Russell. So, Russell 100% still in that fault for that collision. I do like George Russell, but you got to say it as it is. Fernando Alonso, he had a disappointing race last time out, so he's got to improve as well. But I'm looking forward to the Grand Prix. It should be an epic race. Certainly last season's race was enjoyable at Portimao, gotta say. And also, you saw my video in Canada being cancelled, so we got Istanbul stepping in. But to be honest, I can see more in the American races being cancelled, to be honest, because of travel restrictions. So I can see Austin being off, Brazil being off, Mexico being off. So maybe Mugello will get another chance again or something. Because I enjoyed Mugello last year at Ferrari's test circuit. Utter carnage at Mugello last year. A safety car restart, and you had about 5 or 6 cars crash into each other. Mad, absolutely crazy. But comment your thoughts down below. I will always reply, and I cannot wait for the Portimao Grand Prix. If it's anything like last year's Grand Prix, well, it started off exciting, but then near the end of the race, I think it got a little bit boring near the end of the race. But certainly the changeable weather conditions mixed it up for me, so I thoroughly enjoyed that Grand Prix. But despite Lewis Hamilton having that mistake in San Marino, he still managed to finish second and still leads the championship by a point because he got the fastest lap. And because of that, Mercedes still leads the constructors. So despite Mercedes having a difficult weekends, they still come out leading both championships. Just shows what Hamilton, definitely that safety car and red flag helps him, you know, definitely 100% it helps, because even before he was really struggling, like he's pushing a bit too hard and then ran off the track, and then thanks to red flag he's able to make his way up the field and finish P2. But yeah, comment your thoughts down below. I will always reply, and join me on Sunday for a race review around about 7-8 o'clock in the evening, because I still have my Manchester United review to do. So yeah, don't know what order I'll be doing that in yet, but you know, looking forward to that anyway in the race. Bye bye.